Well, hey folks, Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland and
The Dominator.
And I want you guys to take a fucking look at this face. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. WWE Creative, you deserve to be slapped in the face with bricks. This goddamn pay-per-view.
Oh, it was bad. It was so bad.
It was not as bad as Backlash, but it was damn close. Charlie says she's turned 31. She looks 21. That's positive. Almost versus Sin Cara, it happened.
Yes.
Almost won. I mean, it wasn't bad.
It's the expected result, but thankfully, it was a good result.
Yes. And you're right over there.
Yes.
All right. Heel Nakamura is best Nakamura, pretending he couldn't hear Renee.
Oh god, that was funny.
That was great.
Trying not to laugh.
It's really bad. You never ignore women. You treat women with respect, like I do. Seriously, women do deserve it. What? Are you implying, Chris, that I am not telling the truth?
That is correct.
Okay, good. All right. No seriousness, women should get respect, but hey, whatever. Nakamura's just being a heel. New Day versus Sanity, and Sanity won. It's all right.
Yay! Sanity won their first pay-per-view
after losing their first two TV matches because people are idiots.
It's a main roster pay-per-view.
It's a good point. I pretty much botched that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, especially you.
Could be worse. You could have botched an entire pay-per-view.
Like this?
Yes.
So, Delirious of Worlds versus the B Team for the Raw Tag Titles, and that happened.
Yeah, the B Team won.
Wow.
It's probably leading up to a deletion.
Or AOP beating them. And then a deletion.
Possibly.
Why not? Have a three-way. Have a bunch of three-ways. Have everybody in 3 and 4 ways in SummerSlam to give everybody a participation trophy.
I want you to think back to what you just said, but slowly.
I do not. Okay. I thought it through. It's like a human centipede. Yes, I'm trying to turn human centipede into a verb. So.
A human sentai pad.
Yes. Better than hentai.
A human senton bomb.
Better than hentai pad. Maybe not. So. Tentatively getting off on the wrong foot here. B Team won though, cool. It wasn't bad.
They were celebrating the entire show, even up till Roman Reigns' match.
That was pretty funny. That was good on the B Team. It seems like
they're so goddamn lucky. They're endearing.
Maybe Bray is still really hurt because he didn't take a lot of bumps.
Yeah. Maybe
this is the way to protect him. Maybe it's a way to give him a couple more weeks off until SummerSlam. Kurt is apparently going to strip Brock of the title.
If he doesn't show up tomorrow.
And agree to a SummerSlam match. Or agree to defend the title at some point.
And hey, we know who's going to be challenging him next.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Don't sound so disappointed. It was a good thing.
Because they're not going to follow through with it, and I'll tell you why. Balor versus Corbin.
It was a match.
Balor won.
You had a professional wrestler versus the manager of TGIF Fridays. TGI Fridays? That's like saying ATM machine.
No. TGIF Fridays. Thank God it's fucking Fridays.
Yeah, alright.
There we go. Let's roll with that. Corbin wasn't bad, but it's just I think he's going to flounder in this role because much like...
Are you saying he's a fish?
I'm saying he's not very good. I mean, there's that too.
He has all the charisma of a wet fish.
There's video of that out there.
I'm drowning!
Anyway. Brian and Kane got attacked by the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yes.
And that was pointless. But
it seems like Kane is going to need a wheelchair.
Yeah, probably. Much like Luger does. I still laugh at that. SmackDown Live Women's Title. Asuka versus Carmella, Ellsworth in a shark cage. Here's my problem with it. I knew Carmella was going to retain. She's not any good. Getting the right kind of heel heat, if she did this on her own or with the help of the Iconics, women that could add to her character, this would have worked.
Yes.
Ellsworth, stop with the shark cage thing. I know you have to sell toys, but Vince, you're a fucking idiot and I can't wait for you to retire. Go ahead.
No, I believe you brought up every valid point about this matchup. This was a waste of everybody's time. Everybody's time. No one's going to want to buy a shark cage after that match. Are you fucking kidding me?
Carmella took a fucking nap for like 2 minutes outside.
Yeah, and the ref didn't count her out, which should have ended the match there, which would have been another way to end it. Because Asuka got distracted by Ellsworth as a ripe target, the ref counts out Carmella, and she loses that way. That would have also been more acceptable than Carmella pinning Asuka again.
Asuka, go back to Japan. Seriously, at this point, go back to Japan.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't... It's not even eating losses that's bad. It's how you lose.
Yes.
And if you're going to lose like that, that's damaging. That's damaging for anybody. That's damaging for anybody that isn't a jobber. That would be damaging for Corbin if he lost like that.
Yeah.
Though Corbin actually being able to take a bump on the cage would have been amazing. This was just this worst women's match of the year. Easily. They need to do better with the women. If they're going to have an all-women's event at some point, they need to do better.
Yes.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, and speaking of which, once they announce more Mae Young Classic participants, we will talk about that in a video.
Yes.
Since you have a lot of passion about that. And we will also talk about, how they need to book the women better. I have a passion
for women that goes beyond my own self-interest.
We're not talking about wrestling anymore, are we?
No, I am.
Oh, okay, good. All right. I mean, that's fine. But this was just bad because it didn't benefit anybody.
No, it did not.
I mean, no matter who you are, even if you're a fan of Carmella, you couldn't have liked this and thought, hey, this made everybody look good. It didn't even help Carmella. It didn't even get the right kind of heat. This was just really bad, and it just books Asuka like shit. It makes her look stupid. And Ellsworth, sorry, you chinless freak, but, I mean, you're not as bad as Mitch McConnell.
I mean, maybe this could lead to an Asuka heel turn, where she brutalizes Carmella and then leaves with the championship.
But are you going to give her a third match at SummerSlam?
You know they will.
I mean, I know they will. Add Becky to it. At least add that.
Yeah.
Don't have Becky take the pin, but Becky deserves a shot. Hell, add Charlotte to it, make it a 4-way, and then that way you have three really, really great workers, and then you have Carmella that looks like she can't even tie her own goddamn shoes. I'm sure she honestly is a nice person. I've heard she's super nice to her fans. But sorry, if you think she's a great wrestler, never reproduce, you dumb fucks. And yeah, if any of you happen to be watching this and you know who you are, you're wrong. Actually, some of y'all aren't watching because I blocked y'all from the channel. This is bad though.
Yeah.
I mean, just this. They spent more time building up the whole thing with the cage, putting Ellsworth in the cage, him dropping objects.
And despite all the rage,
it still was Ellsworth not in the cage most of the time. And the whole thing of him lowering the cage and that kind of stuff, that took up more time than this.
Why did they lower the cage?
Why did they? Did they have to get Ellsworth back into it?
Yeah, technically.
I mean, I guess maybe they want the, be like that Coldplay album or Radiohead album, Rush of Blood to the Head. It's Coldplay? Let me know in the comments.
It's probably not Coldplay. Because everything would be all yellow.
That's a good point, yeah. Okay, Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy, and it's over!
Yes. Before the match began, Nakamura ran up, low blow Jeff Hardy when the ref wasn't looking, walked away, took off his vest like he had just walked into the ring. And then as soon as the match began, Kinshasa, it's over. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura is the champion. Now Jeff Hardy can go rest and recover.
After Tuesday, because they're going to have a rematch. And here comes Randy Orton. He came from out of nowhere. Actually, back from surgery.
And then he smashed Jeff Hardy in the balls.
Good. Because if we needed one more thing, it was another boring guy on the roster. Look, Orton can coast, and he's really, really good. I have not given a shit about Orton in 5 years.
Yep.
He had a hell of an RKO at WrestleMania 31. Sorry, this was just bad. This was... Orton coming back. Nakamura winning the U.S. title was great. But here's Orton to steal his thunder.
I didn't really think it was that. It was setting up the next feud with a return. It didn't really steal too much from his thunder, mainly because it's the U.S. title in comparison to what Nakamura should have been getting, which is the championship.
Which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Nice to see Nakamura win title. Anyway, Owens versus Braun. Well, there really wasn't much about this match except for a couple things. Braun broke the handcuffs. Shock. That's never been done in wrestling before.
Braun pushed Kevin Owens to actually fight back, and fight back he did.
And then the handcuffs. And he broke the handcuffs. Owens is all shocked. And then they're on top of the cage, and
Braun gives Kevin Owens a victory by throwing him through the table.
I hope that Owens is okay.
He's fine.
Coach, I'm sorry you weren't under the announcer's table.
Jesus.
Fire him.
That would have killed him.
Okay, put his leg under there. I don't care. I'm sorry. I hate Coach. The guy's fucking awful. He's not even a heel announcer.
I know.
He's awful at his job. Oh, it's Vince yelling in their ears. No, Coach wasn't that good his first run.
Yeah. So anyway.
But that fall, impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, Owens, kudos to him, and
He went from facing Shane McMahon to becoming Shane McMahon and getting tossed off of every high location there could possibly be.
And then... Bludgeon Brothers versus Bryan at first, and then Kane makes an appearance in a walking boot, but not with a cane like you
Yeah, right. So you got Kane. It's in the name. You could have given him a cane, so Kane could walk out with the cane because Kane is his name and also the thing that you can use to walk with when your foot is injured.
So Kane with a cane is also from Spain.
Yeah, no, he's from Tennessee.
He was born in Spain.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Okay. You're not going to let me have that one, are you?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, the Blood Brothers won. Hey, Daniel, you re-signed. Here you are losing a gimmicked match that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I hope for your benefit, for your benefit, for your family's benefit, that you made the right decision. WWE's going to fuck you over. They're going to fuck him over. They're going to fuck him over. Because Vince is an idiot. Old guy that should retire.
All right, let's
Reigns versus Lashley.
And guess what?
But wait, I want to talk about the chants first. Rusev Day. We want beach balls. Boring. And then suddenly the crowd pops because...
Well, Lashley won.
Which I'm shocked by.
With a spear.
A spear. That's how you do a fucking spear, Roman. Fucking idiot.
And also to backtrack on to Roman Reigns' earlier comments about Bobby Lashley's unimpressive MMA career. He went 15-2.
Just fuck. I know he was told to say that. It's not Reigns' fault, but just fucking Christ. This better mean that Reigns goes down to the mid card, hopefully for life.
But he's not going to be down in the mid card.
I know he won't, but why won't Vince listen?
Roman Reigns is good. He is good. He's just been so overexposed that no one can take his matches seriously anymore. Because we've seen it before.
His performances aren't bad. I've never said the guy isn't a good wrestler. Even though I've gotten angry and posted stuff about how, oh, you can't wrestle. It was me playing along with the stuff. Reigns has been good. The problem is, name the last Reigns feud besides the one with Strowman that was interesting. You can't.
Yeah, because the one who got over and all of that was Strowman.
Yeah.
Which is great, by the way.
It was great. It's how you book a fucking monster. Sorry, can you tell I'm upset about this goddamn pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really bad.
It was an atrocity.
But just Lashley winning was nice.
Of unpurported magnitude.
Like 6.8, or just you can't measure it at all? Okay. But Lashley winning, cool. Alexa versus Nia.
If it's a tornado, would be a, category F.
5?
No, just an F.
That's a good point. Good. Alexa versus Nia, an Extreme Rules match for the Raw Women's title. This was bad. This was really bad.
It was a fustercluck.
Natty was there at ringside. I'm not knocking Natty.
Well, she was there to support Nia because Mickie James was at ringside.
Yeah, and then you have Ronda at ringside with her wife beater of a husband. I don't care if he's cleared of charges. Fucking hate the guy and I hope he doesn't get a job in WWE. This was not good. Ronda attacking Mickie and attacking Alexa after they were attacking Natty was fine.
Yeah.
And then Alexa wins.
Yep.
Which you knew.
Yep.
And Alexa had to win. I'm not complaining about that. They better give the title to somebody at SummerSlam, and I don't even think they should give it to Ronda. They will, but they shouldn't.
Let's see how they lead up to it before we make our decision on Ronda.
That's my opinion. I'm not saying that Ronda hasn't worked hard. I'm not saying she hasn't exceeded expectations. 2 matches.
Well, let's have her get some more matches on TV. Let's have her build up more. Let's see what she can do.
They have 4 weeks, Chris.
Yeah.
Until SummerSlam.
They push people on less.
I know.
Adequately.
Right, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope you're right. But this was really bad. I'm sorry. Look, the women deserve a whole lot better. Did I mention that before?
Yes.
Styles versus Rusev for the WWE title. And look,
it's a very sad Rusev Day.
good body part focusing, by the way. Great stuff. Good body part focusing. It told a good story of the leg being attacked, Rusev the core, of Styles being attacked. That was good stuff. The problem is there have not been a lot of matches for AJ Styles for the title that have popped. You know why that is? Because you haven't built the feuds up all that well. Or you've overexposed them like you did with Nakamura. We're tired and this review's going to be short. Rusev should have won. But no, you don't want to go with the hot hand. No, you push Reigns for 4 fucking years, Vince. You should have gone to fucking jail in the 90s. I'm going to keep saying that. Maybe it would have, gotten your brain to actually work.
Let's just go back to where our minds were at with Defy.
Right? Yeah, that was a fun show. By the way, yeah, if you get a chance, check out your local indie promotion.
Oh yeah, check out your local indie promotions.
Please.
Because these guys are fucking killer.
Yeah, great stuff. And not even just Defy. Whatever state you're in, whatever country you're in, check out your local indie promotion. Unless you don't support women's wrestling. In that case, you're
unless it's CCW, then whatever floats your boat, I suppose.
Whatever, CCW. I know people got to start in CCW, but deathmatch wrestling is crap.
Because nobody actually dies.
That's a good thing, though.
Except for Joey Ryan. He kayfabe died.
That's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that. Rusev should have won, though.
Yeah.
This is not because the crowd was deflated after that. Ichigo New Japan. I know I keep saying that, but at this point, this is the best they're going to do with him. I do not believe he will be in the main event for SummerSlam or in the WWE title.
Does his wrestling style, do you think it would suit New Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Speaking of brother...
even if he was just a mid-card or maybe even an IWGP IC champion, it would be better than where he is now. Oh, he was in a WWE title match, yeah. And how long did it take them to realize that he needed to be in the WWE title program? Way too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Bloom's off the rose here, guys. They're going to break up Rusev Day because Aiden English took up the turnbuckle pad.
I mean, Adam Rose left a while ago.
He did. And then choked out his wife because he's an idiot. That was... Not knocking Styles, I'm knocking booking.
Yeah.
Rusev should have won.
Yes.
But he didn't, and now he's going to go right back to the mid-card. I would be amazed if he got another WWE title shot. Okay, Rollins versus Ziggler, 30-man Iron Man match. And how do you make a 30-man Iron Man match with these two workers boring? One, you book it the way you do. Two, I did love the countdown, though, what the crowd did. The crowd was so fucking fed up with what they were fed. Mm-hmm. They were just like... 10, every time they got to like 29-10, or actually
much like cannibals, they were fed up with people.
Soylent Green is people. So every time they got to like 25-10, they go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
and then
2,
they
1.
all went.
People didn't like that, but here's the thing: they were fed a bunch of bullshit on this pay-per-view.
Yeah. This match is definitely a main event. Would have been a main event.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing. You gotta make it interesting. Drew McIntyre's interference was a great idea. Why he was out there in ringside was justified by the fact that he won a match against Seth Rollins.
Yes.
And was able to be there ringside.
Yes.
The way they utilize it. But as the match drug on, the quality began to drop. And I don't know if it was because the spots that were decided for the match weren't enough to make up for that 30 minutes. Or they just didn't have enough material to work with.
They had a better match when Ziggler won the title. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, with that too, in the sudden death matchup, it shouldn't have gone that quickly. You had 20 minutes to spare.
At least go 5 minutes.
Yeah, have a 5-minute match and then have Drew McIntyre interfere. That would have been perfectly fine.
Yes.
But to pull that quickly, pull the trigger on that fast, was a bad idea.
Maybe they were upset because of the crowd reacting.
Yeah, and maybe that was it, because the crowd reaction was so poor. They were like, let's not drag this on any further. Let's get this over with. But regardless, it was booked bad.
Ziggler won.
Which I'm okay with, personally. I like Dolph Ziggler.
Nothing against him.
But yeah, he's a good mid-card champion.
F.
Yeah. Despite the few good matches in here, the overall quality of the pay-per-view was poor. It's barely even a D-, which is why we're just sticking to an F on this pay-per-view.
They phoned it in a lot. It was not extreme. This
felt like an episode of Raw.
With a couple big moments thrown in. It was bad. Like, they gotta do better for SummerSlam. I mean...
It didn't have the energy of a pay-per-view.
It didn't. I mean, people could say, oh yeah, well the crowd this, the crowd that. And okay, and that's fine. That's your opinion. I'm not going to argue if you guys didn't like the crowd interaction. That's fine. But this is Pittsburgh, a pretty big hotbed for wrestling. Bruno Sammartino was hugely over here. NWA ran shows there. WWF ran shows there. Other promotions ran stuff there. Pittsburgh has been a hotbed of wrestling. Pennsylvania in general.
We shouldn't be so bored by a pay-per-view called Extreme Rules.
Call it something else if you're not going to have extreme.
If you wanted to have something extreme... Book the fucking cruiserweights.
Yeah, Ollie and Buddy Murphy, go check that out. Go check out New Japan, by the way. I might do a Night 3 review, depending on how I feel. But yeah, check out that stuff. Check out the Derbs NXT reviews, by the way. Check out, we're going to be doing takeovers.
In other words, check out all the shit that we've made, because we're this close to 100,000 views, and that would have been nice.
Yeah, we are actually, we're about 500 views away as of the recording of this video. So I really appreciate it. Hey, maybe this one will get a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, And guys, if you enjoyed the pay-per-view, that's fine. I want to let you...
For me, it was close to a D-, but in all seriousness, a few passing matches does not a good pay-per-view make.
It's like you take a look at Backlash after the opening match, it got to shit, but it really got to shit later. They didn't put Reigns in the main event, that's fine. Go
Which
ahead.
is great, and that was one of my points. And Bobby Lashley beating Roman Reigns in a pay-per-view is a great thing.
But
let's see how they build this. Because if they want someone who can be intimidating, who's got an MMA background, who doesn't have a penis tattoo on his chest, Bobby Lashley's their guy.
It's Brock Lesnar versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But if they want to do that, SummerSlam, fine, but don't you dare throw Reigns in.
But yeah.
They're going to throw
So
Reigns
that's our grade. I'm going to go ahead and put the poll up at the top corner here. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment down below how you would have booked this. But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Derb, go ahead, take us out.
This has been Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland. I am not Jonn Ritland. I am the Derbinator. And you all have a great night.
And thank you, fuck you, bye, WWE Creative, even though that isn't on the shirt.
That really rolled off the tongue.